Dust swirled as the old sedan sputtered to a stop on the highway outside Prescott, Arizona. 28-year-old Grace Harper gripped the steering wheel, blonde hair pulled back in a ponytail. She wore jeans and a worn t-shirt. In the back seat sat two children, Ma, 6 years old, Lucas, 4 years old, both watching with wide eyes. Mommy, is the car broken? Think so, baby. Grace got out, checked under the hood, steam rising, overheated again. Third time this week. They were running from her ex-husband's wood. Found them in California. Called yesterday, said he was coming to take the kids. Grace had packed everything, started driving, no plan, just away. The car was dead middle of nowhere. A truck appeared, doled for Destier. Man drove, early 40s, with dark hair under a worn hat, pulled over. Need help, car overheated. I can see that he got out, tall, work clothes, weathered hands. He checked the engine, radiator shot. How much to fix? Few hundred plus. Grace felt tears. She had $83. I can't afford. That the man studied her, saw the packed car, the scared children, the way she kept looking over her shoulder. Where you headed? Away from what? Grace hesitated. Someone. The man nodded. I'm Jack Morrison. I own a ranch 5 miles up. Can tow you there. Fix the car if you want. I can't pay. Okay. Didn't ask for payment. Grace looked at her children, at the empty highway, at the stranger offering help. Okay. At the ranch, beautiful sprawling mountains in the distance. Jack towed the car to a barn. I'll work on it tomorrow. Tonight you can stay. Guest house is empty. Can't impose. You're not imposing, Jack said. You're stranded. Happens. This is Montana hospitality. This is Arizona. Same principle. The guest house was small but clean, comfortable. Then the motel. Steve been staying in Nema, and Lucas explored. Mommy, there's a real kitchen, okay, and beds and everything. That evening, Jack brought dinner, homemade stew bread. Made too much. Thought you might be hungry. Grace wanted to be suspicious, but he seemed genuine. Thank you. Over dinner on the porch while the kids ate inside, Jack asked, what are you running from? Grace told the truth. Her ex-husband, abusive it. Worse after Lucas was born. I left 3 years ago. Got a restraining order. Moved to California. Changed our names, but he found us. Called yesterday. Said he's coming, so I ran again. Jack nodded. Where are you going? I don't know. Just away. Away isn't a plan. It's all I have. Jack studied her cars. Going to take 3 days. 2 fixed parts have to come in. You can stay here. Can't. Why not? Because I don't know you. Fair enough, Jack said. But your kids are exhausted. You're exhausted. 3 days rest. I'll fix the car, then you can go. Why would you help us? Because I've been where you are, running, scared, desperate. Over the next 3 days, Grace learned Jack's story. Had been married, wife and daughter. Car accidentate years ago. Both deed. Thrown himself into the ranch work, isolation, survival. I get it, he said. Needing to run from the past, from pain. This ranch saved me, gave me purpose. Emma and Lucas fell in love with the ranch. Horses, chickens, wide, okay, open spaces. Mommy, can we stay forever? We can't, baby. We have to keep moving. On the 3rd day, Jack finished the car. She's ready. Grace felt relief and something else, sadness. Thank you for everything. Jack walked her to the car. Can I ask you something? Sure. Can you take us to town? Grace said. We need supplies before we leave. Jack nodded. Only if you promise to come back home. Grace froze. What? This is home, Jack said. If you want it, stay. You and the kids. You'll be safe here. He won't find you. I'll make sure of it. I can't. Why not? Because I don't want to bring danger to your life. I've had danger, Jack said. I've had loss, what I haven't had in 8 years. It's life. You and your kids. You brought life back to this place. Emma laughs. Lucas asks questions. You smile. This ranch was dead. Now it's alive. Stay. Grace felt tears. What if he finds us? Then we'll handle it together. Why would you do this? For strangers. Because Emma reminds me, Jack said, of my daughter. Same age, same smile, same curiosity. And because you're not running toward anything, you're just running. Dad's no life for you Or your kids? Grace looked at the ranch at Emma and Lucas playing with the chickens, laughing, really laughing for the first time in months. Okay, we'll stay for now. Over the following months, Grace and the kids settled in. She helped with the ranch, cooking books, managing accounts. Jack taught Emma to ride, taught Lucas to feed chickens. They became a family carefully, slowly. 6 months after that first breakdown, Grace's husband found them, showed up at the ranch drunk, angry, demanding, "Give me my kids." Jack stood between them. "Leave now or I call the sheriff. Those are my kids. Those are her kids." Jack said, "You lost them when you hurt their mother. Now leave or I'll make you the ex-husband." Swung. Jack blocked it. One punch. The ex-husband went down. Sheriff arrived. Grace had called. They arrested him. Violated restraining order, assault. He went to jail. "It's over," Jack said, holding Grace. "He can't hurt you anymore." 1 year after that breakdown, Jack proposed. "Not fancy, just honest, Grace," he said. "Year ago, your car broke down on the highway. I offered to help you. We're running." Scared, desperate, he pulled out a ring. "You asked, can you take us to town?" I said, "Only if you promise to come back home." "You came back. Will you stay forever? Will you marry me?" "Yes." At their wedding, Emma and Lucas stood with them. Emma gave a speech. Now 7 years old. "When our car broke down," she said, "I was scared. We were running from someone mean. Mr. Jack helped us." The little girl smiled. "He fixed our car, but also he fixed our family. He made us safe. Now this is home." Grace stood, crying. "A year ago, I was running," she said, "from my abusive ex-husband. The 2 kids, $83, and a broken car. I had no plan, just a way." She looked at her family. "Jack told us here. Fix the car. Could have sent us away. Instead, he said, stay. He made this home for children who weren't his, for a woman running from trauma. He gave us safety when we had nothing." Jack spoke. 8 years ago, he said, "I lost my wife and daughter. This ranch became a tomb. It's just me working, surviving, not living." His voice thick. Then a car broke down. On my highway, a woman with 2 kids running from danger. I fixed the car, but they fixed me." Emma brought laughter back. Lucas brought curiosity. Grace brought life. When Grace asked, "Can you take us to town?" I said, "Only if you promise to come back home." She came back, made this place home again, saved me by letting me save her. Years later, when people asked how they met, Jack would say her car broke down on the highway. Grace would add, "He told us to his ranch." We never left, and Emma and Lucas would say, "We were running. Mom asked Jack to take us to town. He said yes, only if we promised to come back home." We came back, and stayed forever. If this story touched your heart, please like, and share it with someone who believes in offering sanctuary to those who are running. Subscribe for more stories about safety, healing, and building families from broken pieces. Comment and tell us about finding home in unexpected places. Your story might give someone courage to accept help today.